lights on when I leave, just in case you wanna see me. Come over, I'm on one, not sober. I'm on one, get closer. I'm on one. I faced 2 shots in the blunt. Then I text you like, what's up? I know we said that we was done, but I can never get enough. I hate when push come to shove, because I know you like it up. You pull up and joy that I bought. That drip like someone get him up. That drip, you know she had that ooh. Oh wait, no, you fucking doubt. That's at that million a minute. She love that feeling when I finish. She ride my stick like it is quitted. She tell me she can never quit it. I have my demons do my bidding. I keep my angels in the outfit, so when I swing I never miss. Make one get mixed and it's a hit. She tell me, baby, you the shit. Oh, when X come give me a kiss. She at my door with a tree. I pray my ass don't be tripped. Should I hit the knock or should I hit the bell? Should I hit the landline or should I hit the cell? Oh well, it's lights off when I get there. Drunk off of this liquor. Straight shots, no mixer. Potions, elixir. Can't make me miss her, no way. 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 I keep the lights on when I leave, just in case you wanna see me. Come over, I'm on one, that's over. I'm on one, get closer, I'm on one. I keep the lights on when I leave, just in case you wanna see me. Come over, I'm on one, not sober. I'm on one, get closer. I'm on one, yeah.
Borba's here. Borba's here. Borba's here. Borba's here. What's up? Welcome to the show. This is Speaking Out Loud. I'm here with that retro. I'm not really a rapper, so I'm not going to try. I'm just going to bring on Borba to my right. What up, JB?
What's going on?
Brother.
Yep.
What a beautiful day of football. It's nice and chilly out here in Roswell. The coffee's steaming. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off. But JB, we got a hell of a show today. I mean, we're going to talk about the fuckery that's going on with reporting right now. Adam Schefter swung. JB, my boy got up to the batter box. JB
swung for the fences, bro. Swung for the fences. Trying to hit a grand slam. Throw me
a pitch, JB. Throw me a pitch. Strike. That's what we saw. Adam Schefter completely fucking missed yet again. I mean, it started off with Aaron Rodgers during the offseason. Aaron Rodgers going to leave Green Bay. Him and the fuckery that's going on. Him and Coots can't get along. They got Matt LaFleur flying A1. I mean, he was flying coach at this point just to prove a point to Aaron Rodgers. And now you got my dude, Adam Schefter from ESPN, swinging and missing yet again with the Tom Brady news. What do you think about it? I mean, regardless if he retires or doesn't, I think it's fair to say that we are going to see one of the greatest winners of all time ever, maybe the greatest winner ever, walk away from the greatest sport on planet Earth. Is that kind of what you're thinking? Yeah.
Like if it's like, I'm pretty sure he got the news that he was retiring from a podcast or something. I don't know how the story broke exactly, but Tom Brady like mentioned something. I don't know. I don't know what it was, a podcast or something. That is how the story broke. I'm not sure how it broke, but like I don't know. When Tom Brady, he said he's not even close to a decision coming from Tom Brady's mouth. Like,
how? I mean,
do we see him again?
Closer. The source can't get any closer. It's coming straight out of the goat's mouth himself. He was like, bah, 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 bah. If you read between the lines there, he said, I'm not fucking leaving. No, I'm not fucking leaving.
Do you think he stays as a Buck though? Like that's the question though.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't
question.
know about that.
I think me personally, let's go see you go to Tennessee. Let's go out. Let's
somewhere.
somehow, some way, Tennessee. Find. I mean, Verbal. They got some type of ties there, right? The head coach Verbal used to be with the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
They've won championships together. They've worked together. They've gotten along. They know how to win. And what is Tennessee missing?
The QB to get him over the hump.
We saw it. We saw it this year. I mean, let's not. I mean, 3 interceptions by Randy Tannehill. We've also seen that from Tom Brady. Throwing 3 interceptions during the NFC Championship the year before or last year. But JB, I mean, the fuckery that's going on, it's insane with media now. I mean, at this point, what the fuck's a source? What's a source?
Yeah,
Anything.
it's weird that Schefter, out of all guys, was first to like break the story and was, said something like that. Like you can't just say Tom Brady's retiring and then just be totally wrong, Like how are you not fired after that kind of, It's weird,
What blows my fucking mind is ESPN still like went on with it this morning.
Yeah. Like I think ESPN, like when you break a story like that, you got to kind of stick with it, kind of, and like, give your, how ESPN works, bro. Like, they sit on a story and they talk about it. What's the future for Tom Brady? Blah blah blah. Blah, blah. Like, how it is. But I don't. If he's still not even close to a decision, and he doesn't make it up, at least like right now he's on vacation. Like he's taking 2 weeks off. He's chilling on the beach somewhere, drinking mojitos. Like he's chilling right now. So it's. I don't think he's close to a decision. I don't think he wants to make a decision yet. Like I don't even think he's thinking about it. No way, dude. After a season, like after you just grinded and just to get a heartbreaking loss, like how Tom Brady is. Like he's a best competitor, like up there with anyone. So. I think he's just chilling, not thinking about football right now. So it's going to be a hard decision, and I don't think it's coming anytime soon. So
for sure, I mean, I hope he doesn't retire. I hope he doesn't. I'd love if he doesn't. Let's just bring it back. Try to run it back, not necessarily with the Bucks, but run it back. Yeah.
Be somebody.
Yeah. JB hungover as fuck. I could tell by the hoodie, fam. I'm a tad bit, had a little bit of fun, went bowling for the first time in a long time. I think I scored a 1. It's not very good at all. Not very good at all, JB. A 1.
I'll run it up.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was getting in a rhythm though last night. Like if you
Once you get in the rhythm,
JB, if you put me in the bowling alley right now, bro, again, after yesterday, my shoulder's a little sore, the arm's a little sore, just a little bit because
yeah.
I haven't played this since the Wii was popping. You remember when the Wii was popping and then you just fucking hit that little – it's not the same. It's not the same as going out there fucking bowling. But, JB, this is what I do. I don't know what – a lot of people do the whole 3-finger thing. Like
I don't do that. I'll put my thumb in the hole maybe, but I'll usually just grab it, and then I do the arm thing right here. I got it high like Tiki Barber. I get it high like Tiki Barber right here.
Okay.
And give that curve, that curve with the whole arm. That's what I do.
I hit him with that.
You do the straight arm. You do the straight arm thing. The whole. Oh my God! There goes my laptop. You're calling the carpet. Okay. But yeah, you do the whole straight arm.
I hit him with the urban discount. Boom. Little Texas, little Jaguar. Boom. But anyways, JB, let's talk about what's going on today. We got hell of games, man. Unfortunately, our teams and then the teams that we thought were going to be there aren't there. I think we're all surprised by the San Francisco 49ers finding somehow, some way to make a run. But are we really surprised? Because we've always said that the team that gets hot towards the end, the team that's getting healthier towards the end.
San Francisco's been my pick the whole time. San Francisco's been my pick the whole time. Their formula works. I'm telling you, it keeps you in games. Right? And I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, San Francisco's still got to be my pick. I'll tell you right now. How
You tell me.
it's just like a perfect little Cinderella story right there. They're just running through, and they got the Rams number. They got the Rams number. The formula, like what are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? We'll get into the matchups in a little bit, but what are we talking about right now? I just don't even.
Whoa, what the fuck just happened in your head?
Bro, it's mush, dude. It's mush, dude.
This is throbbing, bro. We were talking about San Francisco. I thought you were about to go on this killer fucking rant.
I didn't think we were getting about I didn't think we were talking about the specific in the matchups yet, you know. So I didn't want to give my pick away and my prediction and all that kind of stuff. I didn't want to give it away too early.
This is the beauty of having a live show. You really don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, or what's about to come out of the mouth, or what we forget. I mean, there's moments when I go
Shot of water, JV.
Bro,
guys, I feel fine. I feel fine. I just woke up sluggish. That's it. I feel fine. I feel good.
John Anthony, it's fucking 11:43 kickoffs in about an hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah,
and you're telling me you just woke up a little sluggish? Son, you should have woke up 4 hours ago.
I did. Okay, 3 or 4 hours ago was a little different story. I was pretty tired.
This is the sign. This is the sign. This is where that San Francisco comes to a halt. This is where it stops, I think.
All right.
This is where that Deebo Samuel orchestrated offense is going to get blown up. Because, one, not only can LA get to the quarterback, which we saw last week. We saw Tom Brady get hit more times than we've seen him get hit in a long time. Granted, it was in the first half. They found some light. They found some spark there in the second half that slowly brought them back. But I will say this, JB, and I know we watched both of these games last week together. A hell of a fucking game there in Buffalo with Kansas City. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. But that first game, first of all, hell of a drinking game. Hell of a fucking drinking game we played. With that drinking game, let me just explain to everybody. Every first down, the opposing team that you're going for, or the opposing person that you're playing. So I was going for Rams. Borb was going for the Bucks. Every Rams first down, Borba took a drink. Every turnover, shotgun a beer, which fucking hell of a fucking game of turnovers, right, Borba?
Yeah.
Every touchdown, 7 drinks. Every field goal, 3 drinks. And then every penalty, drink. And before you know it, pretty fucking trash. So I had to go back and rewatch the game because I forgot a lot of shit that happened. But JB, first half, even second half, what the question marks that were going into that game is, can Matthew Stafford lead this team to win? Will he turn the ball over where it causes him to lose the game for their team? And you've been on it. You've been talking about it week after week after week about how shitty Matthew Stafford is, how he's not top 5, how he's not even top 7, how he's not even top 5 in the NFC. You've just been shitting on my dude like you've been sitting on a toilet.
Obviously, you gotta say it's top 5. Obviously, he's got to say top 5 in the NFC, 100%. And when you saw some pressure, when you saw the tide start swinging, Matt Stafford didn't look too good. As a good guy. You got to see, when it was about 27-13, when it was 27-13, I think, and there was Rams are about to go 3 and out. Stafford overthrown a guy. We saw it. I called it. I was like, look, that's the pressure. That when you see pressure on him, I don't think he's the same quarterback. And I don't think.
Hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we got breaking news. We don't ever fucking do this, but we got it today. Josh McDaniels, but it may be fuckery because it is being reported by Josh McDaniels himself. So it might be a whole bunch of bullshit more, but not Josh McDaniels, but Adam Schefter. Josh McDaniels is looking to be the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. What's your initial reaction? Of course, this might be fuckery. This might be bullshit. We've seen Adam Schefter completely miss. He's already on strike 2. Might be on strike 3 with this one. But does he get? Is he what Las Vegas needs to get over that hump?
You never know. He butchered his first time in Denver. He had some success, but I think the end of that relationship with Denver was pretty sour. A lot of Raiders fans hated. I mean, a lot of Denver fans hated Josh McDaniels by the time he was done with Denver. So, but this is sometimes when you get a second go round as a head coach, you improve, you see where you messed up, you just learn more. So it could be a good fit. It could be a good fit offensively. We all know he's an offensive mastermind. So see what he does with that offense. That's going to be interesting. So it's going to be interesting to see who he brings with him, as defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, like what he does to the staff. That's what's going to be interesting. So,
Hey, Mike Zimmer's looking for a JOB too, huh?
huh?
I said Mike Zimmer's looking for a job right now too.
Yeah,
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, the Vikings have had defense after defense after defense after defense after defense, even when they haven't had anybody whatsoever. And I think you back me up there. And somehow they deliver results as far as the defense
Usually
playing well. But then again, you could say, hey, they also fuck it up given the fact that they didn't make the playoffs with the team that they had. But anyways, I think I like it depending who their defensive coordinator is, because I don't know that the offense has been a problem. I mean, their offense is putting up points. Their offense has won games. Their offense is why they've even won games.
It hasn't come to cleanest days. Like we saw, I think it was the last 8 weeks of the season. I think Denver was the lowest scoring team in like the last 8. I mean, not Denver. I keep saying Denver. I don't know why. The Raiders were like the lowest scoring team. They scored the least amount of touchdowns in the last like 8 weeks of the season, or 6, 7, 8 weeks of the season. They were the lowest scoring team. So they couldn't put up, touchdowns. That was their biggest problem at the second half of the season. So you got to fix that. You got to fix. I think the receiving core, you kind of should add probably another weapon for sure. I think you got a good running game. You got the tight end. Offensive line's pretty solid, so they got pieces. I think the big question is, what do you do outside of Max Crosby? Like Max Crosby obviously is your best defender, your best pass rusher. So how do you build from there? Who do you bring in? Who do you draft? So they got some work to do. But I mean, they made the playoffs.
And we'll get deeper as they start to fill that roster with new coaching. We're assuming they're going to bring a whole lot of new coaching into that staff, and then I'm going to assume that there's going to be a lot of changes on there as well. Is Derek Carr going to be the quarterback? Are they going to make a move? Is Aaron Rodgers potentially going to Vegas? Is Tom Brady going to go to Vegas? Maybe he's going to follow Josh McDaniels. Who knows? Holy shit! A whole lot of questions, but a whole lot of fuckery being reported by Adam Schefter.
I'd love Aaron Rodgers. I'd love Aaron Rodgers in as a Raider. I'd love Aaron Rodgers as a Raider, man. I don't.
Rodgers in Denver, Tom Brady in Las Vegas, fucking Patrick Mahomes, and then you got Justin Herbert. This might be the first time we've seen 4 fucking teams in one division in the NFL playoffs. I don't even know if that's fucking possible. I don't think it is, but hey, that's gonna be a hell of a run. If somehow, somewhere that happens, that's gonna be one fucking hell of a division where all of them are fucking 9-7. 3 of them squeaked in, huh? Sound is static.
Yeah, you're getting some static on your side.
On mine?
Yeah, I think for Premier, yeah. Well, and then there was me. Let's see. Wow. All of a sudden now I take over the show. Well, as I was saying, Aaron Rodgers as a Raider, I love that. Aaron Rodgers dealing with Patrick Mahomes, I love that. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers in the NFC at all. And what we were talking about, Kevin, yesterday, me and Renee, as soon as we saw Tom Brady leave his supposed retirement, as soon as we saw his supposed retirement, I texted Renee. I was like, "Who's your top 5 QBs in the NFC?" And I wanted him to say obviously he's going to say Stafford and Russell Wilson. But outside of that, I wanted him to say Kirk Cousins so bad as like top 3, and then he's like, Kyler, Dak, and we'll throw in Kirk Cousins, and he just wouldn't give me a clear answer. So I was kind of ticked off about it. But like when it comes to the NFC, like I think that quarterback race is just, even outside of Stafford, like Stafford set up for the most success. So a lot of people take him number 1. Russell Wilson, depending where he goes next, it's going to be interesting if he stays in Seattle. Like they have a lot of rebuilding to do when it comes to offensive line, defense, all that crap. So I think you take Stafford 1 right now. And then when you look at a team and like a team that's ready to win, you got to throw in, I guess, Kyler Murray, because he had an injured DeAndre Hopkins. That's everybody's excuse why they played awful. But they got a lot of holes defensively. They're not as strong as we think they are defensively. So it's hard for me to pick Kyler too, because he's a turnover machine as well, and he's not very good from the pocket. So, now Renee's texting me. Renee's having problems, but Kyler Murray, I just don't think he's that guy yet. I'm not sold on Kyler. So like it's my top 3 QBs in the NFC right now. We see what Dak can do. Dak's ceiling, I think we know that Dak's ceiling's reached. Is like he can't get no higher. Like I'm not sold on Dak no more. I think he's overpaid. You want to talk about overpaid? You think Kirk Cousins is overpaid? Dak's putting up the same, if not worse, numbers than Kirk, getting paid $6-7 more million, and he's not producing no playoff wins. I mean, no consistency. It's every other year they're in the playoffs. Like, so my top 3 QBs in the NFC: Stafford, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins. Mark them down. Renee's gone. I'm on the show. I'm about to just end the show. Oh, here he goes. Yeah, Dak is trash. Dak is 100% trash. And the NFC is wide open. The NFC is like wide open for like QB competition. Like all you have is maybe when Jimmy Garoppolo. Like I still think Jimmy G leaves after this season. Like I think they ship him off somewhere. So I think Trey Lance, he's got potential. Justin Fields, obviously with the new coaching and all that, he's got potential still. So from his resume. So yeah, Jimmy G, I'm telling you, I think Jimmy G is gonna get carried to the Super Bowl. And he didn't hardly do anything. So, but yeah, outside of when you look at the NFC quarterbacks, and then we switch over to the AFC. The AFC got Josh Allen, potentially Aaron Rodgers. I still think 100% Aaron Rodgers goes to the AFC, 100%. So you got Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Derek Carr is no scrub, but I mean he's in that. I think he's a step lower than Kirk Cousins, 100%. God, who else am I missing? Like the AFC's loaded. AFC's got all the franchise QBs. So we'll see. We'll see. And as for the 49ers, and the Rams matchup that I was going to get into, but I was just losing my head earlier. My pick 100%. I'm going with the 49ers today, 100%. The reason why is because 49ers 6-0 against the Rams. Raiders keep car going. That's an interesting question. Like, obviously, now that they got Josh McDaniels, now that they got a head coach, they're in the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes, 100%. Like, do you trade a first-round pick, a second-round pick, trade Derek Carr to Green Bay? I mean, Green Bay needs a quarterback. I don't think Jordan Love's that guy, 100%. And that team is not ready to rebuild. It's going to be interesting to see, though, what they do with Devontae Adams. If they can somehow keep Devontae Adams, which I don't think – if you get if you get rid of Aaron Rodgers, you get rid of Devontae Adams because you're going to be wasting Devontae Adams. You're going to be paying too much for him when he's not getting the targets that he needs, the touchdowns, all that crap to get paid for, you know. So I think you let Devontae Adams go. And I'm sure he'll follow Aaron Rodgers. And then that's where you kind of find some other weapons, you know, maybe in the free agency, get a wide receiver that could maybe a wide receiver 2 or whatever, draft a guy. And then you can run with Derek Carr as your quarterback. You still have a good defense, a solid defense. You still got a good offensive line. You got everything. Oh, here he is. I've just been rambling on, dude. I've just been rambling.
Dude. I don't know what happened.
Dude, your audio sounds good though. The audio sounds good though.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't fucking know what happened. But I did hear the fucking disrespect, dude. As soon as I fucking left. Fucking Dak Prescott.
You know I had a flex.
Fucking Dak Prescott ain't shit. Whole fucking basura. But when I'm here, JB, a whole lot of fucking.
You know, I'm just telling you.
Dak Prescott is top 2. Dak Prescott is top 2 in the NFC.
Oh my god! Stop!
If Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady leave, top three.
Stop!
Top 3.
You can't.
Where am I wrong?
You can't.
Man,
you can argue. You can make any argument for the top 3 because no top 3 is going to be the same. You could say Russ. You could say back off. Hey, Adrian, cut the internet wire real quick.
Stop it off. Unplug that shit. Hey, we're not about to get on a fucking 30-minute rant. We're not about to get on a 30-minute rant about our teams. Hey, we're not in the playoffs.
Cousins top 3, baby. Hey, Cousins top 3 with Jim Harbaugh, baby. Top 3 quarterback in the NFC with Jim Harbaugh. You saw what he did with Colin Kaepernick and Alex Smith. Bring over Jimmy Harbaugh, baby. Bring him over. Okay.
I'm gonna be realistic. Yeah, okay. In the NFC, if Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers leaves, Dak Prescott's top 5. I think you have to look at Kellen Moore and really realize that the motherfucking guy just calls basic ass football. I mean, I can call what he's calling, and I'm a basic ass person. So I'm not gonna be a clown here and say that Dak Prescott is the greatest fucking thing to this planet, because as of right now, he's not. As of right now, we can't seem to get over the fucking hump, and it seems like when all eyes are on him, he somehow, some way is. I mean, he's disappointing. So as of right now, I mean, I can put him over Kirk Cousins because I think it's well deserved.
I think you can say that after the season, yeah.
But
just because you guys were
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, I don't think that's fucking crazy. I think it's crazy that people think Kyler Murray's God's gift to earth as well. I mean, what has that guy fucking done for us lately? How are we going to say that Kyler Murray's better than Dak Prescott when yet Kyler Murray has done absolutely fucking nothing? How?
Yeah.
How are we going to say Kyler Murray is better than Dak Prescott? You telling me he doesn't have fucking weapons out there? What are we talking about? The guy hasn't even won a fucking division, but yet we're talking about Kyler Murray being better than everybody else in the fucking world. Get out of here with that shit.
Not sold on it.
Let's talk about the 2 relevant teams in that division, boy. But you got San Francisco 49ers going against the motherfucking Rams. I like Matthew Stafford.
I was just tiptoeing in this one. I was just tiptoeing into it.
Well, let's fucking jump in D-ball style.
Listen.
How do you feel? Who's going to be your performer of the day?
Listen, this is simple. This is simple. 49ers, you stick to the formula. Work Deebo Samuel. Yeah, he had that injury at the end of the game last week, but I think he should be okay. Should be 100%. Biggest game of his career. You keep working Deebo Samuel in like that. Get the ground game going. You see Trent Williams going in motion, pancaking 3 guys. I mean, we need to see more of that. I think 49ers line is healthy. I think they can win a lot of their matchups today. I think it's going to come between the trenches, 100%. How is that? How is Von Miller? How is Aaron Donald? How are they going to affect Jimmy Garoppolo? And how are they going to stop the run? How is that front 7 going to stop the run? And if they don't do that, that's been the formula. Nobody's been able to successfully stop the run and put all the pressure on Jimmy G. And when you saw at the end of the game against the Packers, Jimmy G made the throws across the middle to Skittle, to tight end Skittle, across the middle to Kittle. Give that boy a Skittle. He made every catch down the middle. I mean, Jimmy G literally made the throws to get him in field goal range. So he did what he had to do to win the game. When the pressure was on him, he delivered. Now, can he do it a full game? No. So that's why you need the running game. That's why you need the running game. That's why you need to keep the chains moving and keep it a defensive game. I think 49ers have enough defense to slow down the run, kind of get Matt Stafford one-dimensional, and then this is where we're going to see all the pressure on Stafford today. I want to see it. I think last week, no matter how close the game got, I think overall it was just an easy game for Stafford to control. Like overall, I don't think there was much pressure, and when we did see pressure, he was a little shaky at times. When we saw, big third downs that he needed to complete, he did some good and he did some bad. I think that's Stafford. I think Stafford's a good quarterback. He's just set up on a great team right now. Superstars everywhere. And if you're going for the Rams, you need to see the superstars step up, especially on that defensive side. You need Jalen Ramsey making plays. You need Aaron Donald making plays 24/7. Von Miller getting sacks on third down. That's going to be Rams' key to success. OBJ make plays, but I like the 49ers formula better. I don't know. I just like it better. I think you can beat any team like that. That's what makes 49ers dangerous. You can beat any team with their formula.
JV,
and we've seen it.
There's a whole lot of rainbows and Skittles out in San Francisco. I hear you talk about people running up the middle, but every riddle somehow gets broken and solved. And that's Sean McVay today on this bright, sunny day. It's going to happen, JB. Here's my thing about this. What I noticed about that game with Tampa Bay last week is Tampa Bay did try to run the ball. Tampa Bay, it seemed like they came in with the game plan that they were going to punch the Rams.
They gashed them a few times. We saw it.
Yeah, a couple times, but you could also say that they stopped it. And you can also come at that angle. And I think they did. I think a lot of people thought that I still think that a lot of people think this Rams team is finesse. I think you might compare this team to the New Orleans Saints that you always used to trash about being soft, right?
Saints are a different type of soft. Valid. That's why Drew Brees only has one ring. That he got it from. What is it? When Sean Payton and all them, they did the freaking.
Oh, the headhunting.
The headhunting crap. That's the only reason they got it too. That's the only reason they got it. Just to fake Super Bowl like that. It's so sad. Like it's so sad that's Drew Brees. That's Drew Brees' career. Like he only won a Super Bowl from headhunting Brett Favre. Like, come on now.
Oh, that shit hurts, huh? Little Minnesota Viking fan over there getting a little hurt there, JB. But let's stay on fucking topic here, okay? Let's fucking zone into this game that we're talking about, okay? Keep getting us off track. But the Rams, I mean, they stopped. I feel like they stopped the run. They held. I mean, they only gave it to playoff Lenny, who they called. They only gave it to him 13 times, but somehow, some way, it was effective. And then with the lead, of course, he forced Tom Brady to throw the ball. Tom Brady's not. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is no Tom Brady, and I'm going to keep saying what I keep saying every week because the 49ers aren't winning because of Jimmy Garoppolo. And I know Mina Kimes from ESPN got a whole bunch of shit. Jeff Garcia came out on Instagram, threw out a whole fucking shenanigans about how, why should Mina Kimes be talking football? ESPN's a whole bunch of fuckery because they're bringing on people that absolutely never thrown a football ever in their fucking life. Doesn't make sense to me. I bet you Jeff Garcia has something to say about the voting, about politics. I bet he has something to say about somebody else's job. I bet he criticizes people that make his food. But if he's never fucking done it, why does he criticize him? That's the point. Educate yourself. Maybe learn a thing or two about the game or about cooking food or about maybe cleaning a fucking room. Something as simple as that doesn't fucking matter. I think we can talk about anything. And that's why, what's the point, right, JB? That shit kind of pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care that he was going at me to times, but I hate when people say somebody can't talk about something because they haven't done it or they weren't in it or they've never thrown. I mean, they've never been in an NFL game. Granted, that's me. I've never been in a fucking NFL game. Obviously, I'm just some short, fat fuck that likes to drink beer and talk shit about football. But it's because of the people that do watch football why people are getting paid millions and millions of fucking dollars. So that's what blows my mind. How do you expect someone to engage with the game, but then want them to shut the fuck up about the game? Doesn't make no fucking sense to me. So what I'm going to do is open a beer, drink it, and do what I've been doing my entire life, and enjoy the football game as I talk shit about it. Am I better than Jimmy Garoppolo? Fuck no. Can Jimmy Garoppolo beat me in a sprint? Probably. He'd probably blow my ass up. Will Tom Brady beat us in a race? Absolutely, Borbo. That's a fucking professional athlete. We're not even going to have this conversation. You're fucking crazy. Sure, Tom Brady looks slow whenever there's fucking guys that run 4.2 on the same field as him. Of course he looks fucking slow. Don't be a fucking idiot. Don't be delusional. These are professional athletes. That's the difference. I mean, that's the
guys. What do you think of the chat? Chat. Do you think Tom Brady's like faster than like
Borba,
Renee, or Kevin? Kevin. Okay. If Kevin answers this, Kevin, do you think Tom Brady's faster than you? Like Kevin in your prime, like 6 years ago.
Bro, Kevin didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. What are we doing?
Okay, but you know what I mean, Kevin. You're fast. When you know you were fast. Does Tom Brady beat you? Does Tom Brady beat you?
We already only got 5 people watching the fucking show, man. You just shit on one of them, and you want now we got 4. What's going on? Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. It's like
no way, dude.
About basketball players, and then you see them go to the YMCA and just completely light somebody up. Like
Renee and Tom Brady are probably the same speed.
I mean, I'll take it.
And that was from a couple years ago when you ran that sprint. Before that, you were probably faster.
Bro, you're fucking crazy. Who's winning this game?
49ers. Close game.
Easy.
49ers pull it off.
Give me your prediction.
I'll go 23-24. Niners win, last second field goal.
Oh, you're putting this on Robbie, huh?
On Robbie.
Gold. The Pro Bowl, eh?
Yep.
Kickers kick. Make money, win games, and I'm assuming they get women or men, whichever way they swing. But all right, JB, that's cool. I'm picking the Rams. I think the Rams figure this out. I think similar to what I said last week with the Buffalo Bills, the difference between the Bills and the Chiefs would have been Singletary. And as Singletary did, as the Bills should have, and they should have won that game. They absolutely 100% should have won that game. They played that game great. I mean, the defense played as good as they could. I don't know how much better they could have played other than the last 13 seconds that cost them the entire season.
Crazy.
But, hey,
13 seconds and you get down and score, but 13 seconds, Dak can't.
I will never understand. All right, fucking idiot. They had 3 timeouts, so fucking relax, yeah?
I don't care. They didn't need them. You guys needed every second, every timeout. You guys still would have blew the whole play. How sad.
Here's the difference. San Francisco was playing to win the game. Buffalo was playing not to lose. And I think and you see that. And I fucking hate it. I hate it. And I think we've both been a part of team defenses that have done this. Not necessarily been a part of it, but we've seen it from our teams. Why in the fucking world do teams play prevent every time, boy? That shit makes no fucking sense. This shit blows my mind.
The fact that you played prevent defense and just still couldn't stop Tyreek Hill, like you let him outrun you to the sideline. That's tough.
JB, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
how do you give that up though?
But what fucking blows my mind? Well,
do you think if you're not in prevent defense, you're still gonna get ran by right there because you have less defenders, you have less DBs. You know what I mean?
But if you play, let's just say maybe you rush one to force the ball to come out. I mean, the ball came out quick. But if you're pressing, not necessarily pressing, but you can still be in cover 2 where you got 2 people over the top helping you, right? So you don't get beat with Tyreek Hill. And then at that point, you still have someone close enough to make a play. I would rather go down with someone missing a tackle rather than just somebody running in an open field. Because at that point, it's basically a kick return. In open space, anything can happen. I mean, we see it happen time and time again, where it just takes one player to break one big run because the next player is about 5-10 yards away. In the NFL, 5 or 10 yards is a fucking mile. I mean, it's just like track, right? The difference between 10 seconds and 10.2 is I'm fucking way faster than you. Like, it's just that simple. And that's what you see in the NFL, which fucking blows my mind why these teams continue to just run prevent defense and play to not lose the game rather than play to fucking win. And I think that's where Buffalo fucked themselves in the ass. How are they going to figure out and regroup for the following year? Don't know. Is this a rivalry considering that Josh Allen has not beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs? That's a question mark that we gotta put on there. You said yes.
It is a rivalry. It is a rivalry.
Yeah. Is it though?
Yes. You're going to have these two quarterbacks for the next 10 plus years duking it out. It's the next Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. It's as good as it's going to get.
Okay.
Yeah, Peyton Manning didn't get the best of Tom Brady every time, but you got to beat him once or twice to go to the Super Bowl. Like, you're always going to have to go through Mahomes to get to the promised land. Like, that's part of it.
I'm picking the Rams to win that game. Now let's move on since we're already in this, Kansas City. But Joey B, yeah? Is he going to be considered a rival with Patrick Mahomes if they go at it?
Yeah, I think so.
So everything's a fucking rivalry. Are we discrediting rivalries
those three guys are going to get the most success.
So who's Big Ben? Who's Big Ben? Who's Tom Brady? Patrick Mahomes? Who's Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Josh Allen?
Got to be Josh Allen. I don't know. It could switch between Joey Burrow or Josh Allen. It's too early to tell yet. I think you got to give Peyton Manning. I think in the long run, Peyton Manning is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is Peyton Manning. I think so. And Josh Allen's going to be that Big Ben where he's always got the team. He's always got a solid team, but they're just not that. Like, they're robbing Josh Allen of a couple more championships. You know what I mean? They're going to be robbing him while Joe Burrow and I don't know, but golly, because Bengals have never won nothing either. But so it's like you gotta see like some Super Bowls out of Cincinnati. Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Why not today? Why not on this beautiful Sunday? I mean, the clouds are over them. It's overcast. It's a little bit chilly out there in Kansas City.
That's crazy to think about.
From the reports this morning, there's a whole lot of orange. There's a lot of who they gonna beat them Bengals.
Hey, real quick, Kevin, if you're in the chat, are you at your prime speed when you were fastest in your life? Are you faster than Tom Brady? If you're in the chat, tell me yes or no. Because apparently Renee thinks Tom Brady's faster than everyone.
Not fucking relax.
Everyone like us.
Not everyone like us. We're not these fucking killer athletes. Like, you're making it sound like we could just go out there right now and run a fucking 40 and 4.5. Hey. Brady probably runs 5.4, 5.2, maybe. Yeah.
He ran a 5.2 out of college. That's slow. In the combine, he ran a 5.2 something.
Bro, he looked like me.
That is right slow, now. Dude.
Tom Brady looked like me.
You look like how you looked a few years ago when we did the 40-yard dash thing.
Bro, Tom Brady looked fucking like he ate hamburgers and fries. And he was just like some skinny dude with some skinny fat. Like, he was skinny fat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think he's got – I mean, come on. He avocado ice cream? The TB12 method? Are you disrespecting the fucking TB12 method, Borba?
He's old. When you're old, like, you're going to be slower no matter what. You're just gonna get slower.
I think you're crazy, bro.
Anyway,
crazy.
I want to hear his take. I want to hear Kevin's take.
All right.
There's no way. All
right. Well, let's talk about.
I'll race Tom Brady right now and I'll beat him.
Fuck. You're fucking nuts. You're nuts. I don't think so. I honestly don't fucking think so. Bro, Kevin left the chat because of your ass, man. What's up?
He left. No. It's because I got a notification saying that he was watching, but
you're an asshole.
We already left again.
Let's talk about the Chiefs and let's talk about the fucking.
We're gonna have to tag him. Hey, we're gonna have to tag him in Facebook. We're gonna have to tag him on a post.
All right.
Get like a picture of Kevin and a picture of Tom Brady. Kevin, for average Joes like us, are you faster than Tom Brady? Like, we gotta figure this out. Like, I need to know like somebody's perspective. We gotta debate this because this is a huge argument between us last week. This is a huge argument between us. We're going at this for like an hour. So we need to figure out if Tom Brady, like, if you're overhyping up Tom Brady, like, as a professional athlete, like, I don't, like, dude, we got to figure this out.
Peyton Manning, I'll give it to you. Probably beat Peyton Manning, more than likely. But Tom Brady's still in the fucking league, running from these big ass defensive ends. Like, I think you're crazy. Okay, Kevin just said, wait. So go ahead, ask your question.
Kevin, so like 6 years ago, you know, when we were more athletic, can we beat Tom Brady? Were we faster than Tom Brady? Like, were you faster than Tom Brady? Do you think you're faster than Tom Brady? I need to know because Renee, because Tom Brady's a professional athlete. Tom Brady's a professional athlete, so he's faster than all of us. Were you faster than Tom Brady? Do you think like guys like us were faster than Tom Brady, or like specifically you? Do you think you're faster than Tom Brady?
Borba. So the question is prime you versus prime Brady.
Tom Brady running the combine in the draft.
Yeah, he's talking about in his peak though. I'm talking about right now. If Brady were to come to my house and ring my fucking doorbell and was like,
"No,
hey, fuck,"
we're not talking about right now. We're talking about 5-6 years ago. 5-6 years ago.
Okay, in Tom Brady's peak versus our peak, we're probably.
I think you still probably win.
Maybe, but not right now. There's no way this guy shows up. You're in pretty decent shape. If he pulled up on the ranch right now and was like, "Hey, Janet,"
cancel. Right now, I'd be gassed at 20 yards. We all would.
I'd be dead, bro. I'd be throwing up.
But I think you'd probably beat him the first 20 yards though. Like no cap.
Fucking heavy cap, soda cap, 3-liter cap, bro.
There's no cap, dude.
That's a lid. I think you're crazy.
Yeah, Brady ran a 5.2 out of college, dude. That's slow. That's slower than the fat offensive lineman. The offensive linemen are faster than Tom Brady.
We're gonna have to dive into the internet, figure out the sports science about what's his fastest speed that he's ran this year. And he has run a couple times for about 2 yards, so we'll have to see. But
bro, I remember when I was like 10 years old, I would run next to the car. Did you ever do that? Like your mom would be driving the car. And you're all, Mom timed me. And she starts driving 12, 13 miles an hour. And you're running step by step with the car. You never did that as a kid? Did you ever do that?
No.
Dude, I reached like 16 miles an hour one time. Like,
did you really?
Yeah, but I was like 13, 14, whatever. Like,
nah, the coolest thing I did was I think I got like third place in intramurals. You remember what's that shit back in elementary school that you would try out for, that track and field shit?
Were you like did cross country or no? Oh no, yeah, the track and field. Field
games.
Were you? Yeah.
Yeah, I got third place. Fucking lost to Brandon Cooper and Frankie Meads, and then I was like pretty much the alternative. Never got to run in the actual race.
Yeah,
kind of fell short. Fucking kind of fell short. Story of my life, being a Cowboys fan. Always just kind of coming a little bit behind, just a little bit behind. But It's all good. How fast is fucking Tom Brady? How hard is it to find this stat? It just tells me about his rookie year, nothing other than that. So we're gonna have to look at ESPN stuff and kind of dig a little deeper.
Like, I'm telling you, dude.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it in the Super Bowl. We'll talk about it in the Super Bowl.
We'll figure it out this debate.
We might have to see you live. Run. Boom, 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 boom.
A live 40. A live official 40 on the asphalt. What
are you going to get?
Closest thing to turf.
What are you going to get?
4.8, 4.9.
Get the fuck out of here. What? I say 5.4. You run a 5.4. I'll probably run a 5.8.
5.4, 5.8. Dude, you're not even giving yourself. Maybe you can run a 5.4.
Bro,
I'm running under 5.
I have tits. You think I'm gonna run a fucking 4.8? Get out of here. I now know what it's like to be a girl and your boobs are just like.
Give him the training bra, like the sports bra or
I'm
something.
gonna need one. I'm gonna need one. You know what's wild is soccer players actually wear sports bras. Well, I don't know if that's what they call them, but I've seen them. Them motherfuckers take them shirts off and they got like an Adidas sports bra. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm so confused. But hey, it is what it is.
Oh,
all right, JB, fuck it. Let's talk about the game, okay? It's a fucking AFC Championship game. I feel like you're disrespecting Joey Burrow and the motherfucking Bengals right now. And maybe I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing and talking shit about Patrick Mahomes and all those interceptions that should have been interceptions, and they just continue to drop. Doesn't fucking make sense. But hey, there's a Bengals defense that's pretty fucking hungry that somehow, some way figures out a way to get to the quarterback. And I think, again, it's going to come down to that offensive line. And this has been my thought process with the Cincinnati Bengals for quite some time now. If you allow this offensive line to get hot, they become very, very good. And they don't look like the mediocre team that we saw last week. I mean, they give up, 9 fucking sacks? But here's the thing. We give a lot of praise to this Bengals team and how fucking explosive they are. But what they have struggled with is in the red zone. When the field gets a little tight, when it gets a little short, it seems like they can't get it done. And they have a great kicker. And that's awesome that the kicker's scoring points. Kudos to him. That's not how you're going to win this game. You can't kick field goals and win this game today. I do see the Bengals going for about maybe 2 or 3 fourth downs to keep a drive alive. And they're going to have to. And they're going to have to pull something out of the bag because the Kansas City Chiefs are a better team than them. But the better team doesn't always win. I think if we've learned anything, I think if San Francisco has taught us anything, is the better team doesn't necessarily always win. It's about the dogs. It's about the bark and the bite. Because if you just bark, you're at home on the couch with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, or Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson, or Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, or Tom Brady and Mike Evans, and possibly Antonio Brown might show up at that party. But hey, I think the Bengals bite today. I think they bite. I think they for sure they cover. I'm gonna say +7. It's a lot of fucking points. If you can get half a point and get at 7.5, I'm hammering that bet. Also, I'm gonna get T. Higgins. Give him a touchdown today. I think he gets a touchdown because we're gonna see a whole lot of double teams. Matthews got off concussion protocol, so he is playing today. I think you get Higgins a touchdown and Mixon a touchdown because he is going to be the difference maker on this team today. He has to be the difference maker on this team. I know a lot of us want to jump on the JB train, not necessarily John Borba, but Joey Burrow. You know, there's elites and elites, and JB and JB, they coincide, I think. Hey, those initials are fucking hard now, huh?
JB, they've always been hard. It's just we're just taking it to a national level now.
Now you got cigars on the side. Well, actually, they do them like that, right?
Yeah.
Little fucking Joey Burrow. And then if you add an A into the middle of that for Anthony, look, hey, little jab. You can call him JB or you can call him Mr. Jab. I see you. JB was coming with that jab today from Patrick Mahomes and his little 6 brother and his crazy fucking wife.
Oh God, I don't want to see. Oh man, dude, I just don't want to see that combo. That's the worst combo in the NFL right there. I don't want to see no more of it. But if they make it to the Super Bowl, you're gonna see a lot of it though. So
little bro, and Missy.
Oh man, but anyway, like no. So Patrick Mahomes. What?
Before you get in, I mean, I'm sorry that I'm interrupting you, but
yeah.
So I mean, that kind of took over the internet. She's spraying fucking champagne over everybody, right? Like me and you probably don't care, yeah? Like if Dak Prescott's lady's like, let's fucking go, we're probably like, let's fucking go. or not you, Dak, but Justin Jefferson's wife or Kirk Cousins, whatever, right? You'd probably be hyped, right?
Yeah.
But now let's say your kid's with you. Whoa, what happened? It's not my internet. This is not my internet. I promise it's not my internet. My buddy just left me. We're just talking. Whew. Hold on, I gotta find my train of thought here. Boom, boom. Would I be pissed? I wouldn't be pissed personally, but if I had my kid with me, probably be a little bit upset. Would I? I don't know. Depends. I don't know how you react to that situation. I think it's a live moment full of excitement. I just think her track record of just the fuckery that she's been doing, her and her brother, kind of adds to that. So if she's someone like, for example, JB's back. 3, 2, 1. Action. Guess who's back? Back again.
I don't know what happened.
More best back. Tell a friend.
Hey, at least I came back though. I came back in a heartbeat. You were AFK for a little while. All right. Anyways,
go ahead.
So what was your point? What were we talking about?
So would you have been pissed? Like, I think it's her track record, right? That makes it.
To see what? When you were talking about like spraying the champagne, we wouldn't be upset. We'd be hyped. And then what? Like, what was the final point you were?
Like, if I have my kid with me, or I mean, I guess if you don't drink, like if you hate alcohol, you probably don't want that being poured on you either. It's also freezing fucking cold. So I think it's kind of 50-50. Like, you could be pissed, you may not be pissed. I mean, like, do you really care? I don't know. I went to a concert. I went to a festival one time, and or I went to a festival last year. I went to Baja Fest, and it was fucking dope. Like, the vibe was insane. People were smoking, people were drinking, and everything was cool. But then at one point during that thing, some asshole fucking shook his beer and then started shooting it everywhere. Me personally, I was like, man, you fucker. Like, it's it's a little chilly out here, whatever. But at the same time, it was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of in the moment. So I was like,
So, well, I have had beer like thrown on me at a game, you know, like when people are behind you and they cheer and like their beer just flies up and it goes on me because I'm in front of them. So that's always like, even though I was like hyped, I was still like, what the heck? Like, I still got kind of upset for like a split second, you know? So I still got upset. Like, I still got upset, even though I was hyped too. But I still got, you know, I was like, I don't want to smell like beer, you know? Like, I was like, come on, man. I was like, come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
This is him. He's just like, sorry, bro, just threw a touchdown.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, he didn't even hear me, dude. He's like 2 rows behind me, like, whatever.
He's all.
Dude, it's like nothing happened. He's just looking up. He can't see me, but
a duo you don't want to deal with. But besides that, realistically, I don't know if they affect Patrick Mahomes this game. I don't think Patrick Mahomes would blame them for anything. If you're on the internet, it's just fun to throw little jabs.
Yeah. Boom.
But let's talk about the fucking game here. Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. I mean, what's the key? What's the key to them winning?
I think that okay, so Patrick Mahomes is going to put up numbers. I think we all know that. Like, he's going to put up numbers this game. I think the big thing that we saw last game is like you gotta put Jamar Chase. You gotta lock him up. You gotta play some defense out there. You gotta play some pass defense out there. I mean, Joey Burrow carved him up. Jamar Chase had 150 at half. What, like 2 touchdowns at half last time? They were just getting whatever they wanted through the air.
Week 18.
Huh?
You're talking about week 18, yeah?
Yeah, week 18 when they got the upset win. I mean, you can't carve him up. Like, you got to play defense. You got to play defense. You can't let Joe Burrow get whatever he wants. Because when you let Joe Burrow get whatever he wants, they're going to stay in the game, like just the way they stayed in the game. And then that puts more pressure on the Chiefs to, you know, have a perfect game. And all it takes is 1 or 2 mistakes, and you can lose that game. So secondary has to play for the Chiefs today. Like, they got to be there. They got to be on the same page. They got to be tight. They got to be tight-knit. They got to be best friends today. So I think that's what it comes down to. And Trey Hendrickson, I think on the Bengals, the edge rusher, he's got to be in there. He's got to be all over Patrick Mahomes. You can't let the the more you keep Patrick Mahomes somehow somewhat contained, the better off you are, kind of. Because Patrick Mahomes extends the play, and he'll extend the play excessively. Like it's crazy. We see this guy. It looks like he's playing backyard football half the time, running back and forth behind the line. So I think you got to cut that out because he can make hardly almost every throw. It doesn't matter where he's at on the field. He can probably make the throw. Like it's just how crazy his arm talent is. So I think you got to keep the pressure under Mahomes. Keep him in the pocket. Don't let him extend the plays for too long. Get to him, and then that secondary, Chiefs secondary has to be 100% tight knit. So Chiefs secondary tight knit, Bengals pressure, and Chiefs. I mean, it's hard to like. It's for me. It's like hard because like, is the secondary really going to stop? The three. Best. That's probably the three best wide receivers in the league right now. I mean, the best trio you have in the league right now. So it's like. And the way the game is now, like Joe Burrow, I think he's gonna have a day. Like he's gonna have a day. It's gonna depend like how well his line can protect him too, because you don't want him getting beat up all day. Because eventually,
Is it
what is it?
Is it fair to say that you got to assume that Kansas City's game plan is to kind of maybe force Cincinnati to run the ball?
Maybe. I think you win. You try to win first down. You try to win second down, and then get Cincinnati into third and long, so you can blitz the heck out of them. Because Steve Spagnuolo likes to blitz, so you want to blitz. You want to create opportunities for turnovers. And if you don't feel that confident in your secondary, then what do? You send pressure. Like that's how you kind of hide your lack of secondary, your greatness in the secondary. That's how you kind of cover up for that. So you want to see pressure on Joe Burrow, third and longs, send the blitz. You're going to have to do some type of coverage because you don't want Jamar Chase having 150 yards at half again. You can't have that. Over 200 yards in a game, you just can't have that. Like, so it's going to be interesting to see like how they play like that. Like, how their defense comes out and plays against Joe Burrow.
I'm looking at their numbers here. Chiefs have only allowed 82, or they average 82 rushing yards a game on them. I mean, like I said, I think this is a big Joe Mixon game. I mean, I think they're going to try to rush 4. Of course. I mean, I think it's obviously simple, right? If Kansas City can rush 4 and get to Joe Burrow, it's probably going to be an ass whooping, huh?
I don't know. Like that's the thing, though.
9 sacks. Let's say last week, right? 9 sacks, and what was it? 16 points.
I think the Titans' defense is better though than the Chiefs' defense. Like I think
for sure. And they are.
Titans' defense didn't lose the game either.
But I mean, it's very possible that Jones just completely fucking goes off.
Yeah, you never know.
And gets 3 or 4 sacks. I mean, this
Frank
seems
Clark, like Frank Clark too, right?
Yeah,
he's
seems like a perfect game for them to pat the numbers there, huh?
You're gonna be in Joe Burrow's face all day. Like I think you got to be right there. You got to limit the big plays. You can't give up those huge chunk plays, those 20-second drives where they're already downfield scoring. Like we saw, like twice, like just huge plays given up, and then boom. Offense is right back on the field. I mean, it's not that that's a bad thing, but I mean, you just can't be giving up plays like that. You just can't.
For sure.
Those are freebies, and it just you can't give up 7. Look at this guy, dude. He's getting an Aaron Rodgers jersey. He's wearing a Chiefs beanie. He's wearing a Dallas Cowboys hoodie. This guy's everywhere, dude. He's getting the first Aaron Rodgers jersey that comes out. He's getting the first Aaron Rodgers.
But who are we going for? Who are you going for?
So I'll take you going for the Chiefs. I'm surprised.
Borba. And the home
of the
Chiefs are gonna fucking go down. Boy, JD.
Wow.
We crushed. Hey, Borba, there's one fucking guy. His name's not John Borba. His name's fucking Joe Burrow. We trust him. He's not gonna show up late. The show's at 11:30. The game starts at 1. He's not gonna fucking show up 5 minutes late. He's gonna show up on the first drive. They have a hell of an offense. They got Joe Mixon that completely light these motherfuckers up today, and that's what it's gonna come down to. Can you score? Can you score? Joey Burrow is gonna do the invincible and take the team that absolutely nobody even thought was going to win the division. And I might be a prisoner of the fucking moment, as I always am, because I love me an underdog story.
That's what it is.
But it just feels right. It just feels like this is set up for the Bengals to win. I mean, all the shit that's been going on in Kansas City, from the brother to the wife to the team breaking down there in the first quarter of the season, and then somehow finding some momentum. The offensive line looks healthy. Seems like the perfect game for Kansas City to win. It seems like they should win. It seems like absolutely all the pressure's on Kansas City, though. How does Patrick Mahomes react to it? Is last week's game an emotional dump? Because that could have potentially probably been an AFC championship game, or probably should have been an AFC championship game. That is something you have to throw into there. Or is it something that just generated momentum that's going to build them going into the Super Bowl? For me, I'm going to take the side of this being an emotional dump. And I think Joey Burrow didn't have the greatest game last week, but had a good enough game to give them to win the game. That defense played great. The defense played well, especially with all the weapons that Tennessee had. They had a great game plan. And Zach Taylor has set up this team for this exact moment, Borba. It all comes down to the offensive line. And I think we're going to see that question answered quickly within the first quarter. I think we're going to know if this is going to be an ass whooping or not. But I'm going to go ahead and stay on the JB train here and say Joey Burrow leads this Cincinnati team to the fucking Super Bowl.
Wow. This game is simply, I think this is the simplest way you can put it. If this comes down, like, this could come down to whoever has the ball last. It could be one of those games. Chiefs have the ball last. I mean, you just can't stop that offense. They score, get a field goal at the end. If Bengals have the ball last, I could see them doing the same thing, going down the field, kicking a field goal, winning the game. That's kind of my take on it right now. It's like golly, it's how I felt in Week 18. It's how I felt in Week 18. Like, this could be an absolute blowout, but what, Bengals make it a game. Like, Bengals make it a game. Like, I guess Bengals are just that team. Like, you just can't count out Joey Burrow. Like, is it like that? Is that what we're witnessing here? Like, QB great. Like, Joe Burrow is just that guy. All right, is that what we're witnessing?
He's the fucking man. Borba. I mean, there's 30-year-olds, 28-year-olds, 50-year-olds rooting for this young fella to put a cigar in his mouth after this game like a fucking champ. Fucking get Pat Mahomes out of here. We don't want to see that shit anymore. Give us something new. Give us the underdog story. Give us the Rams against the Bengals. Why not? Why not?
Wow.
Let's do it. Borba, do you see? It's rattling. It's shaking. It's Kansas City, a sold-out stadium. Who are you going for, Borba?
I'm going for Chiefs. I just have to. I have to go Chiefs. I have to go Chiefs.
Fucking Bengals, let's go. This is Speaking Out Loud. Appreciate you watching the show. Don't forget to check out TapeBranchRoswell.com to get your new vehicle purchased right before the Super Bowl. Right before the Super Bowl comes. However, this is our last two games of the season on a Sunday. After this, it's just one. It's so sad and it's so disappointing, but somehow, some way, we still choose to allow dumb shit to come out of our mouths, and that's why the show is called Speaking Out Loud, because that's what we do. Appreciate